Hey guys, I think we have some official artwork for Sonic Prime. Hello Procrastinators, Sam here, and today we have some possible official concept art for Sonic Prime. I actually ended up getting this message by Alex Hedgefox on Twitter, who said that they may have found this concept art for Sonic Prime. And usually with stuff like this, you take this with a grain of salt. You don't know if this stuff is official, maybe it's fan art, but no, I believe there actually is a good amount of evidence here to suggest otherwise. And I'm not quite sure what went into him finding this, because I know on this person's portfolio that this work is not, easily available or visible. Though I don't know how I have the link to this. It was just given to me. But yes, I know on this person's portfolio, which his name is Patrick Horan, he is an environmental artist who works at WildBrain. In fact, you could see this here on his LinkedIn. He works in the visual department at WildBrain. He is a freelance artist. This here is Patrick's portfolio page, and usually with portfolio pages, you have, everything they've worked on. It's kind of like an advertisement to show people what they're capable of so they can get hired again. And one of them is Sonic Prime. It's just Sonic Prime development. These are concept pieces I painted for the Netflix series Sonic Prime. I was responsible for cleaning up the layouts and the colors. Character posing and design provided. So with that said, let's go through these pictures one by one and jump right in here, because I think we have a lot of interesting stuff to take apart here. And before we jump right in, I want you guys to keep in mind that this is something we already know that's confirmed. Back in Sonic Central, the person who's working on Sonic Prime said that he'll see us in the Shadowverse. Again, here's that clip.
Sonic will be thrust into a high-speed adventure through the strange and mysterious Shadowverse. Thanks again. I'll be seeing you in the Shadowverse.
The Shadowverse. So that tells me we're going to be seeing alternate universes of these characters that we got to know. And, this picture here is the first example of that. So we see Sonic hiding behind a rock. And, first off, we can see that he's wearing some sort of different gloves and shoes. Again, not quite sure what that is about. I'm sure there's more to the story behind that. But you can see he is hiding from what looks like Amy. But, he's hiding from her. So I'm going to assume he does not know her or know this version of Amy. So something tells me this is an alternate version of Amy in some prehistoric time. She's wearing like a leopard skin. She has a spear. Her quills are up, which honestly look pretty nice. But this is really interesting. I'm not quite sure what's happening here, but yeah, I guess what we could look at first and foremost is Sonic's design. Sonic's design is very much, close to the source material, unlike the Sonic movie originally, and I really appreciate them sticking too close to the source material. And it does look like he has a lot of classic proportions, but he also has the modern eyes. His body is not so much classic. It does have honestly, it kind of reminds me more of his adventure style, the way his body was. It's like a mix of the two, and I'm not gonna say I hate it. I actually really like the way Sonic looks. So that is quite interesting. And then we have this next one, which looks like Sonic doing a Fortnite dance. I don't know I don't know what to make of that, but you guys let me know in the comments. But he's doing a Fortnite dance here, and now he's wearing yet a different type of shoe altogether, different gloves, and he's in a different area, which looks like more like I don't know, what would you say this looks like? It kind of looks like Chemical Plant, but with a mix of like Metropolis. It's weird. It definitely looks more like Chemical Plant to me, especially that thing on the left there with the yellow and black stripes. It looks more like Chemical Plant to me. We have the enemies that look like to be from Chemical Plant. Well, actually, no, we actually have enemies from Metropolis here too. So we have the turtle from Sky Chase. We have the octopus on the left there from, I believe, Oil Ocean. We have the Astron on the right there from, Metropolis Zone. And we have a grounder here on the right from Aquatic Ruin Zone. So this is very interesting to see, what this is. It looks like a mixture of, different places from the Sonic universe. It definitely looks like some sort of Eggman base, most likely. And I have to say, first and foremost, I love that we're seeing a wide cast of characters from the Sonic games. I think that is great. I think there's a lot of source material you could grab from there for this show, and I'm happy they are doing that. Now, again, Sonic is wearing a whole different thing here. He's wearing different shoes from the last picture and different gloves. So automatically, I'm left to assume that maybe when he goes into different universes, different, Shadowverses, he will have a different design. Not necessarily different design, but different clothes going on here. I will say he does look a bit more lanky here, a little less modern. It could be just the artistic choice that the artist had. That doesn't mean that's going to be representing, you know, Sonic's design in the final product. Again, I want you guys to remember that this show will be 3D animated at the end of the day. It will not be 2D. It is quite interesting to see that, you know, Sonic has, again, completely different shoes this time around. And now we're going to move on to the next one. In the next one, we have yet Sonic wearing, you know, the same shoes we saw as before in the last one, the same gloves, definitely more modern-like. And you could see, I don't even know what this is. It looks like just a beaten up Eggman next to, it looks like an Eggman negative. Like, I'm not quite sure what that is, but if you guys notice, if you guys are fans of Sad AM, because I immediately noticed this, that looks like the Cluck bot that he had in Sad AM, that chicken bot. And then we have a baby Robotnik, and then you have another Robotnik that is literally dead on the floor. I have no idea what to make of that. And then you have another Robotnik on the right there that is praying. I don't know what's going on, but this is really interesting to see, and I am not quite sure what to make of it. Again, it does seem like there's going to be a different, you know, alternate universes, and we're just going to be dealing with alternate versions of Robotnik, which is really interesting. And I just can't get over the fact that we see this Robotnik slumped on the floor, literally dead, and you just see this Robotnik that just looks so defeated. Like, he looks so done. And Sonic looks fantastic. I love Sonic's, you know, design here. I think he looks fantastic. And I'm happy to see that they seem to be sticking close to the source material for Sonic's design. Where even though his shoes are different and his gloves are different, I think it's great that they're doing that. It's okay to have some stuff that are different. That's what makes, you know, this, this project different from the rest of other Sonic, you know, medias. But it is great that the source material at the end of the day is still recognizable. And I will say, I do like the shoes. I don't like them like better than the original, obviously, but I think they're cool for what they are. They're really cool to see, and I really like what they're doing here. And now let's go to the next one here. We see that Robotnik, which looked like the Robotnik that was on the floor because he's wearing the headphones. But he seems like more like a kid Robotnik. And he is pointing at Sonic. Sonic is running through what, again, looks like to be like a chemical plant of some kind. And you can see different portals. Again, it looks like we see that prehistoric area that we saw before with Amy on the right there in the blue. It looks like you see some sort of flag that looks like an echidna skull. So maybe some sort of echidna tribe type thing going on there. It looks like maybe some sort of snowy world. Not quite sure what to make of that. And then you have what looks like to be maybe Eggman's base in the middle. It's kind of hard to see there, but it just read and automatically I think Eggman's base. Hey guys, post-edit Sam here. As I'm editing this and as I'm able to zoom in here, I could clearly see that is in fact Eggman Land from Unleashed. So make of that what you will, but that is clearly Eggman Land from Unleashed. And then on the left there, you see the Robotnik we saw there before, the older one that has that Cluck bot, which again reminds me of the Sad AM Robotnik. And you have the Robotnik on the, the top right, which it looks like the Robotnik that was shit-faced on the floor a little bit ago. Not sure what his character is there, but I don't know, probably teenage Robotnik. And then you have Robotnik in a duck, which looks like a kid. So what I'm getting from this right off the bat is that we're going to be dealing with the Robotnik that is of different ages. We have the modern Robotnik, we have the older Robotnik, we have baby Robotnik, we have adultish, teenager-ish Robotnik, and then we have kid Robotnik. So I don't know what is going on here. I don't know if that's what they're going for, but that is what I'm getting off of this right out the gate. And I have to say that's a really interesting premise, and that's actually really cool. I'm actually looking forward to that because something like that is believable. That is believable. Like if you're going through different dimensions and playing with time and all that stuff, because we saw him in the prehistoric time and all that stuff. If Sonic is playing with time, we're going to be seeing different Robotniks from different areas, and to have them all going after Sonic at once, I think that can make for some really great scenes and really comedic scenes. And then in the next one, we got our good old buddy old pal Tails right next to Sonic. Sonic again wearing the same shoes we saw as before. And then we have Tails, which is wearing, a whole new thing. He seems to be wearing what looks like some sort of track jacket with tools in it, which is really cool. And his shoes are completely different. It looks like he has multiple tails, but I assume that's just an effect to show them like spinning. And again, it looks like they're still in the same setting in what looks like to be some sort of chemical plant-like area. And on the left there, you could see a picture of Robotnik on the monitor, though I think that picture of Robotnik is literally taken from one of the games, like one of the CGI things. It could be from Lost World. I'm not quite sure. Let me know where you guys think that is from, but that is definitely a render of Robotnik I've seen in a game before. But yeah, Sonic and Tails are looking at each other a little confused, which makes me believe that they probably don't know each other. This is probably a different dimension Tails. You know, just like there's different dimension Robotniks, we're probably going to be seeing different dimension versions of our friendly characters, and I'm going to assume this Tails has no idea who Sonic is. I'm not quite sure yet, but based off their facial expressions, that is what I get out of this. And then the last one here, we have Sonic, what looks to be in Robotnik land, or Eggman land, however you want to call it. And you can see Eggman's, monitor plastered all over. You could see what looks like an LED Robotnik. This looks fantastic. This reminds me of Robotropolis from Sonic OVA. It reminds me of Eggman Land from Sonic Unleashed. This looks great. I love this. And that's really all we got right now. And it looks like in this universe, Robotnik may have taken over and Sonic is, going through time and trying to fix it. And I have to say, this is really interesting stuff that I'm seeing here. The Sonic in the prehistoric time, hiding from Amy, it looks like he's shocked, like, oh my God, like, why is she trying to kill me? And this Amy is just like on the hunt. Sonic doing the Fortnite dance. It looks like he's going to be that cocky kid that we know after he destroys all these robots. He's going to be stopping and doing whatever the kids think is cool. I know people cringe at that nowadays, but Sonic did that in the 90s too. So even though we are older and we cringe at that, that's what Sonic used to do back in the 90s. Nothing's really changed. He does what is cool to the kids. What's that? Fortnite dances. But it's great to see here, and I want to know what the story is behind these shoes. Like, every time he goes through the Shadowverse, does he like get new shoes and new gloves? I don't know, but again, it's quite interesting to see here. Also, there is something I do want to mention that I noticed during editing is when I saved these pictures, you could see the file name for each picture, and some of these are quite interesting. So let me go to the ones that actually have some sort of significance. This one is called Take the L. This one is called Chaos Defeated. Interesting. This one is called Sonic Escapes. This one is called Sonic Slide 08. Tails 9. So I guess maybe the multiple tails is not just an effect. That might actually just be he has 9 tails. And then this one is called New Yoke. So yeah, that is interesting to say the least. And I get the puns there. New Yoke, Eggman, Yoke. Haha, very funny. But this is very interesting. 9 tails. What? Yeah, this is just some seriously insane stuff I'm seeing here, and I can't believe that this is probably real. This is probably real. And that's all we know right now with these pictures. Guys, please let me know what you guys think about these pictures down in the comments below. I think this is interesting. If this stuff is legit, which I have reason to believe it is legit, I think this is great. I think this looks fantastic, and I am looking forward to the show more than ever now. We really didn't see much of Sonic Prime at all, other than what they showed at Sonic Central, which is just a random picture of, Eggman, and then they also had him say, we'll see you at the Shadowverse, which, explained to us that we're going to be seeing different alternate universes of the Sonic world, and this concept art definitely shows that this is what's happening in this show. And if the show looks anything like the concept art I'm seeing here in terms of the world aesthetic, in terms of the character models, I'm going to love this show. I'm going to like it. I'm going to see the premise, and I'll definitely see what it's like when it releases. I'll probably do a review of it. I'll do some reactions, and you guys will see my thoughts as time goes on, especially when you see trailers and stuff going forward. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Please stay tuned to the Sonic 30th Anniversary Symphony Orchestra that is playing technically today at 3 p.m. EST. I'll be doing a live stream reaction to that one because I want to experience that with you guys. It's a live concert. I think we should all enjoy it for what it is. It's a free entertainment for all of us Sonic fans. And again, for all things Sonic Prime, make sure you guys subscribe, hit that bell so you guys stay notified and know when I upload. And with all that said, thank you guys so much for watching this video. This is Sam, signing out. See you later, Procrastinator.